Fullback Alec Ingold is making the most out of his time during these uncertain times by giving back to the community he and his team will soon call home. He joins me now. Alec, thank you so much for taking some time.
Thanks, Cassie. It's good to be here.
Well, before we get into the X's and O's, Alec, I have to start with something incredible that you and a couple of your teammates recently did, and that was partnering up with Three Square Food Bank here in Las Vegas. You guys raised enough money to supply over 30,000 meals to people here locally. Why was it so important for you to do that?
Yeah, I think just getting into the community, understanding that we're going to be here for the long haul. We want to start this relationship off right. Just being a part of the Raiders organization, we know that we want to be one with the community. So understanding that we had to reach out, ask for some help, figure out what Vegas needed in this time with all the uncertainty going on. And they said, food. Everyone needs food. So that's what we decided to do. And a bunch of my teammates, Josh, Hunter, and Foster all stepped up, and we did something cool. I think it was a good fundraiser. It was a good way just to start the relationship off on the right foot.
Yeah, well, let's get into it now. Alec, we are about a month removed, if you can believe that, from the NFL draft. Your team picked up some heavy hitters, and I just want to get your thoughts sort of on this year's draft class, what you think about your new teammates, and especially a guy like Lynn Bowden, really a hybrid player that your team picked up with the 80th overall pick, and what it'll be like suiting up next to him.
Yeah, I think Lynn has definitely impressed a lot of guys in the room already. It's really exciting to see how intelligent he is and meticulous he is about his preparation already as a rookie. I think that's the biggest thing is when guys come in, you want them to be a good culture fit, right? You want them to, take all the knowledge and take advantage of everything that we have to offer them to really hit the ground running. And he's just crushing it in meetings already, hitting things back with coach and just understanding how all the little things are going to really pay off in the long run. So it's been cool to virtually meet him, screen to screen, but no, it's really cool how he's already, introduced himself to this team and really taken all these details to heart.
Well, as far as last season goes for you, Alec, you scored your first ever NFL career touchdown week 10 versus the Chargers. What was that moment like for you being an undrafted free agent to really make your debut there?
It was awesome. I had a couple plays I wanted back right before then, so just to pick up some slack that I had left out there was huge. And then just having coaches and teammates trust you in that situation, primetime game against a conference rival, I think it was definitely a moment of understanding that you're here in the NFL, you're ready to make plays, and I think it's a big confidence booster. I think a couple times during last year that you had plays like that along the way, and that was definitely one of them. So I was very fortunate to get that call and then make the most of it for sure.
Yeah, well, speaking of making the most of it, you and Josh Jacobs, your running back, they're really working so well together. You having being able to make some really big space for him to make some big runs, creating that space for him. Do you feel like you two really set the bar high now coming into your sophomore year?
Yeah, I think we keep each other to a high standard, a high amount of accountability. So we're definitely looking to step it up this next year. And I know he's working his tail off in Oklahoma, and I'm working my tail off here to make that happen. So I can't wait till everyone can get back together. I know me and the rest of the world, right? But we're really excited to see what this next year takes us. And you don't have that rookie asterisk anymore. It's just about playing good football and being accountable to the team, and then be able to make some plays. So. We're all excited to get going, and we're definitely putting the work in right now.
Well, what is that work like for you right now, Alec? How are you keeping yourself busy? What have virtual OTAs been like for you? Is it just totally offbeat of what you're used to?
No, it's been pretty good. Understanding that a lot of guys are, you have to take your notes. You have to maximize your time away from the facility, right? So we're definitely making the most of what we have on our meetings. We get 2 hours to cover as much as we can mentally. And then it's up to everybody individually to kind of get that physical work in. So just trying to hit both of those aspects as best as you can, being safe, being smart, but at the same time, really preparing for this next year has been a challenge, but I think it's been really fun too.
Well, looking ahead to this year, the schedule is out. We know that it is a huge deal finally opening up Allegiant Stadium. What do you think about that Monday night football game? You guys hosting the Saints. How pumped are you for that game?
I'm extremely excited. One of my buddies, Zach Bond from Wisconsin, got drafted to the Saints. Just Monday Night Football. Allegiant Stadium is really the coming out party for the Las Vegas Raiders. I think it's going to be spectacular. It's going to feel like a Super Bowl, I swear, for everyone around the stadium. So I'm excited for, the opportunity of the fans to really showcase what the Raiders are going to be. And then, on our side of things, being able to prepare and be able to put on a show for that game on Monday Night Football is going to be really fun.
Is there any games that you have scheduled, circled on your personal calendar, any revenge games even that you might be looking to get back?
Shoot, I don't know about revenge games, but I do know that Coach Gruen always talks about the AFC West. So I think that's definitely, Chiefs, Chargers, Broncos, we definitely got to win those games and make the most of them. So that's definitely, those games are on my schedule, and I'm sure for a lot of other guys too.
A final one for you here, Alec. You posted something on social media the other day that made me bust out laughing. Who at EA Sports did you upset to make your character look nothing like you?
Listen, I don't really know that whole detail. I was just happy to be in the game because I did not start in the game for like the first 4 or 5 weeks. So, I figured that out. Somebody sent that to me. But hopefully this next year I can get like some facial, like digitized face for me. So, because that guy, I don't know what's going on there.
All right, Alec. Well, thank you so much for taking some time. I appreciate it. And thank you so much for what you're doing for the Las Vegas community.
Awesome. Thanks again. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Once again, that was Raiders fullback Alec Ingold. Up next, our very own Heidi Fang and Adam Hill will join us to give us some more insight on the NFL offseason program. Stay with us.